Columbus Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the football first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes. Can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Williams on the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Williams got his man out of the backfield. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. Can hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now I have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's Davison. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Joseph setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man at the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
Wisconsin 6, USC 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Second and long here. Sends it back in motion. Play fake, Williams. Rushes on. Buried before he could blink.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Joseph on the play action. Moves to his right. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeps it moving. It's Croma. Might have a chance. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The give. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Touchdown, Badgers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Finds his target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Making his first move. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Nowhere. On that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going with the counter play here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Williams. Right side, it's Barber. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Play action with Williams. Makes the tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Williams looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets the back moving. From the gun, it's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Long way to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Throwing Joseph. He's got it. Ripping through the defense. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to go up top on second down. Reels it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hits inside. It's Chroma. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Joseph. Lets it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the return, it's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throwing, Williams. Takes a hit as he fires. Left side is Barber. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 13 team, the Auburn Tigers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I did catch up with the Wisconsin head coach. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Williams from the gun on third down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
But how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
They go play action with Joseph. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
Got his man on the outside. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Badger! And the stomping has commenced. His 3rd touchdown of his game and his 3rd on the season. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams on the play fake. Gets rid of it.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. Williams throws to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Joseph on the play action. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Coleman. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Quick give. Got an alley. Quick step and go. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. Williams. Looking left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Here's another. Punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
From the gun on third down, Joseph just gets rid of that one.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that. On third down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throwing, Williams. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Hauls it in. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. The screen, he's got wheels. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Play fake, Williams. The quick game. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. It's Williams again. Out wide left, it's Jefferson. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Handoff to the lone back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and then this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. It's a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Quick give. It's Davison. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Davison.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right side, it's Coleman. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And the Badgers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Who can be the most physical team? That's what I love about this offense. Back-to-back plays, make no bones about it. And they trusted their offensive line. They're going to run the football, and the defense couldn't answer.
That's what I like the best about that play call, David, is just the patience, right? You're going to stick to the run. Yeah, you got stopped earlier, but you're trusting this offensive line to get the push necessary, and your running back to find a tiny crease to get into the end zone. So being physical down here at this area of the field, so important. Nice play call as well to stick with it.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Williams to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Jefferson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They go to the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams. Caught. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. And they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. working the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more body.
Makes it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The Badgers in the hurry-up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs, so you have to be able to run it.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel